This is Anthony Olympio with Six String Country, and these lessons we're working On My Way to You by Cody Johnson. It was written by Trent Willman. In the rhythm lesson and the lead lesson, we're going to be working with drop C sharp. So the whole guitar is down 1/2 step, and then the low E is actually down to a C sharp, so 1.5 steps. So like drop D and then tune everything down 1/2 step, more or less. Both guitars. In the rhythm stuff, we're going to have, I'll show you some strumming stuff, and in the track I made you all, I went ahead and switched over to just strumming, kind of like an easy strum sort of thing in the second verse, but we'll definitely dig into that super signature pick-in acoustic guitar thing that happens in like the intro and verses and so on. Nothing too crazy there. The lead lesson is some nice kind of like Texas country, you know, there's some rockin' stuff happening, some like bluesy pentatonic sort of bendy licks and whatnot. But it's gonna be some pretty cool stuff.
All the boats I've missed, all the hell I've caused, all the lips I've kissed, all the love I've lost. I got kicked around, I've been black and blue, on my way to you. All the stars I've seen, all the songs I've sung, all the beers I've drank, all the damage done. I was just passing time, kinda just passing through, on my way to you. Every curve, every ditch, every turn, every bridge left behind me up in smoke, every fork in the road. It was all worth a while when I finally saw you smile. Every highway, every heartbreak, every mountain, every mile. I got the radio up.
This is the rhythm lesson for On My Way to You. First things first, we gotta tune the guitar down 1/2 step. It's like if your guitar was in drop D, then tune it down 1/2 step. So it's C sharp, drop C sharp is what we call it, but be C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp, and then D sharp. Okay, so those are all the chords we're gonna be using. Let's talk about the strumming pattern before we get into the chord progression. Strumming pattern sounds like this. Probably one you've heard and played a lot before, but just in case you haven't, let's talk through this. It's like this. So go 3 and 4, and down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Right? So the way I like to think of this one is like kind of in 3 sections. I go down, down, up, down, like repeat that. So 2 of the down, down, up, downs, and then 1 down, down, up. So 3, 4, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. I almost feel like it's sort of, if you could emphasize when the down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, it sort of gives the strum a little more of a dance to it. Rather if it was just, it's a little flat and boring. But if I go, I didn't strum in the track I made for you all. I went back to the tab part because it's a really, it's a more intimate verse, kind of like a breakdown verse. So I went on the track I made you. I went back to the, which is what the album recording does. So I didn't strum there. But if you're wanting to strum and not worry about the tab stuff, it'll be almost like the other verses. It'll start with 2 measures of D, 2 measures of G, and just like before, it goes to the E minor. And then when we get to the A chord, usually on the other verses we went to an A sus. We're just going to diamond strum on the A. 2, 3, 4. And right here, we're gonna do something new as far as what happens in a verse. We kind of ramp up into the outro. We're gonna go B minor, what it's like when you actually slow everything down and do the retardando. Okay, so let's back up and get that metronome going. We'll strum first. All right, so here is, the intro is just 2 measures of D, so let's just go ahead and move on to the verse, which you get 2 measures of D there. So here is the verses. 2, ready, go. Pretty much after like the first 2 measures, I switch and I have to play like the first verse on the neck pickup. And I'll show you when we get there where we're switching. But we mainly stay on the bridge pickup. I would say like a medium gain for this song, on the lighter side of medium, because it needs to be kind of cleanish, but where we're not going to work with like a distortion pedal that we click on and off. We just try to get that middle ground that works kind of for everything. It's kind of what I like to do when I'm playing live. I don't want to be clicking pedals on and off. I just want to play and engage. You know what I mean? I do have some reverb going on, if you can hear that. It's not 100% necessary. For me, it just kind of sounds more live in the track. It just sounds more like the way guitars are meant to sound, like some ambience, right? But no delay or anything crazy there. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig in on some of the stuff we're playing. The very first thing we do is kind of weird. It sounds like this. I'm basically mimicking what I feel like either a steel guitar or an electric guitar player probably did. He might be playing that like up here and fading in, but when I was doing on this guitar, it just kind of seemed like that didn't sound right. Maybe that is a steel guitar. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but I thought this sounded really nice. And they're just natural harmonics. What I'm doing is a natural harmonic on the 5th fret of the A and the 4th fret of the D together. And if you don't know what that is, super simple. You press just barely on the string, not even really, you kind of just touch the string right above the metal fret, right above that bar. And so on the, like I said, 5th fret of the A, 4th fret of the D, hit those together with your volume down, hit it, and then fade your volume in. Starts off with the 7th fret of the G. It's kind of a subtle little part here. I had a hard time really hearing what's happening here because Cody's voice is like, you know, he's singing those angelic high notes. But we start on the 7th fret of the G, let that ring a little bit. We slide down to the 6th fret, hammer on, and hit the 7th fret and slide down real quick to the 6th. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. I do a mute strum, and then like 7th, 10th fret or somewhere or up here, just like a